And everything's done for tea.
Well, a very good afternoon. Here we are, Monday, the 29th of March, 4 p.m. And it's the 5th, A Cup of Tea with Mr. G. And if you're there, please, as always, just tap a little comment and we can put those up on the screen. Always love it to see if anybody's tuned in. And my guest today, well, what can I say about this gentleman? This is a man who, when he walks down the streets, he really does turn heads. And if you don't believe me, just watch this.
Go. I mean, take me into that autobiography, that's out like an action man.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if the trousers are high enough. I think that they need to be a lot higher.
Which is why your trousers are hitched up so high.
That's about right, yeah.
Love your show, Simon. Well done.
Thank you, darling, thank you.
Let's move it. Move it.
Hello.
Hi, Chris. Hi, good to see you.
My dear friend Andy, and of course the top Simon Cowell lookalike. So lovely to have you on the show.
And great to see you. Great to be with you.
And where are we speaking from?
Well, today I'm in the heart of the West Midlands. I'm in Dudley.
Great place, lovely. And of course, you are married to we're great friends. You, Rose, yourself, and my Corky, we've met each other and we've just become the firmest of friends. But I've got a little picture here,
Right.
And just to remind people, because Rose was my very first guest on A Cup of Tea with Mr. G, and here we have. I think this is an absolutely brilliant picture. There's you, your lovely Rose, and Simon. And I want to ask you, it didn't come straight away, the Simon Cowell thing. So when was your first sort of introduction into the world of entertainment?
Well, I DJ'd for many years, and about 2002, beginning of 2003, I sent some pictures to an agent because people had said, "Hey, have you seen that guy, Simon Cowell on Pop Idol? You look like him. You really should get some work as a lookalike." So I sent some pictures off. And my first gig was judging a karaoke competition in Manchester in a pub. And it sort of springboarded from there, really.
Absolutely brilliant.
I know the first, one of the main jobs, one of the early jobs that I got, luckily, was as a guest on the Richard and Judy show. So there was Simon Cowell and myself and a couple of other lookalikes. We just had a little karaoke competition in the studio. And then Simon picked me out as the best of the three lookalikes, and he gave me a little medal, 100% approved by Simon Cowell. So that was a good start.
In the clip I just showed, people really, you did stop them in the streets.
Yes, that was something for Irish TV, for RTE. What we did was went around the streets in the day, around Dublin. And then down the main street, and we had a film crew, we had paparazzi with us, and people were just stopping, taking pictures. We had security with us, so we had the whole package. And then in the evening, they showed it back with the host, and we had Simon Cowell's brother Tony on the show as well, who I'd met him briefly once before, but on Britain's Got Talent. So it was great to see him, and we showed that whole sequence had been edited for the evening show, and it went down really, really well. And we really did let some tourists go away from Dublin thinking that they'd met Simon that day.
If you're watching and you've got any questions for Andy, please just drop them in the comments box. I've got a question for you, Andy. How long have you been doing Simon Cowell now? How many years?
Well, it's about 18 years now, actually.
18 years, my
Yeah,
goodness.
coming up to 18 years.
And what's the strangest thing that you've ever encountered being Simon Cowell's lookalike?
I think the most unusual job that I've been asked to do was for an air freshener car, in-car air freshener company. And so what the PR company did was they put together this fantastic little tour around the UK, mostly outside the some shopping centres like B&Q, that kind of thing. We had to judge the smells of people's cars, and when they got valeted, they put the air fresheners in the little window and hung them up, and then we had to judge them again. And the whole promotion was called the Stinks Factor.
I think it's great. I think it's got legs. I think it's a great idea. It's got legs. It's a real winner. So, as Simon Cowell, the furthest place you've ever traveled to be Simon, where would that be?
Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
There was a convention in Las Vegas of lookalikes, so that's the furthest I've been. Basically, wanting to try and let my face go a little bit further afield and get some work. Met some lovely
That's
people.
what it's all about at the moment, isn't it? Trying to get work.
Absolutely, yes. Yeah. Met everybody from Mr. Spock through to Tina Turner.
It's a huge thing in America, like it is in the UK.
Yeah,
there's one thing which I'm. Carry on, because we've got a slight delay there.
Sorry, yeah. I think, with tribute acts as well, both in the UK and in the US, have got absolutely huge. So you've got a lot of corporate events which involve people wanting the lookalikes. So that continues on and on. So that's brilliant for this sort of industry.
I've got to ask you, Andy, do you think there's a future for me as a lookalike? I'll go off camera and see if we can do this, right? Andy, Simon Cowell, you're good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Might be able to do this lookalike type thing, Never know. Binga bonga bang. Reg Varney, do you think there's a market for him?
Sorry, I was just waiting for the Reg Varney to kick in there. I thought that was brilliant. I think, do you know what, Chris? It's a big yes from me.
Thank you so much indeed, Simon. I love you. I do. Yes, you are. You're good. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Because you and me are big Frank and Howard fans, aren't we?
Oh, don't start. Don't. Oh, Chris.
No. Listen. No.
Oh, please yourselves.
Yes,
just a minute. Just don't.
Now, every time we greet each other, what do we say?
Salute.
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 We're not very well people. You do know that. I've got to ask you a question. You just tripped on a question which all us entertainers we're asking ourselves is, when's work going to come back? How's work going to come back? But I do have to admire you because you've thought outside the box and you can actually do personalized birthday messages. And I have an example, and I think this is fabulous. Here we go.
Hi, Sally. I'd like to wish you a very, very happy birthday. Do you know what? Birthdays come once a year. Make the most of today. It's going to be brilliant. It's a big birthday yes from me.
Now that's great.
Happy birthday, Sally. Yeah.
What else do you do? You can do birthdays.
I can judge karaoke competitions and corporate events from a distance, from pre-array over on Zoom or whatever platform people want to use. So there are inquiries coming in for that kind of thing. Looking forward to actually meeting people in person again, of course. But in the meantime, birthday greetings, those sort of video messages, bring them on, please.
So it could be anything. It doesn't have to be birthday. It could just be
absolutely.
Christmas.
Congratulations on your exams.
Now here we go. I'm gonna be doing this, and with the lovely Anna. I got it right last week. Anna Ray, wonderful singer from the Northeast who does anagram. Yeah. Now, here is the little ticker tape, and I'm sure I've got all that right. But if
You
anybody
did.
wants to book you as Simon Cowell or to do a Simon Cowell look and sound like for the birthday greetings, which we just seen, this is the right details here, isn't it?
That's it.
Yeah, okay. www.simoncowell-lookalike.com. And there's your mobile number. But I've also got a thing in there called Night Air. And I just briefly want to talk about Night Air because you said you started off as a DJ. So tell me about Night Air. I think I've got a little thing here. That's Night Air.
Yes, it started many years ago. I've DJ'd since I was at school, really. So that was the springboard, playing bands, but mostly DJing for weddings, parties, events, etc. And a little bit of sort of audiovisual equipment hire as well, and doing conferences. So we built up an enormous array of equipment and ready to get back there and do your party. So bring it on again. If you need a wedding reception.
Simon Cowell, sorry, can I just say, do you mean that if somebody books you, you could actually have Simon Cowell doing the wedding disco?
You actually could, Chris. Yes, we do. Obviously, we've got different rates for different things, but yes. And I have actually done that on many occasions where I've DJ'd and I've been Simon Cowell as well as a bit of a package.
I think that's fantastic. I want to move on to something else now because you've done so many different things, but I want you to talk me through this. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
And who are you?
We are the Chippin' Doubles.
Guys, that is extraordinary.
Talk me through how this whole concept came about, Andy.
That was obviously the Chippin' Doubles from 2010, so almost 11 years ago now. But I had a call from my friend Andy Harmo, who's the David Beckham lookalike, in 2009, and I'd met him and worked with him a few times. And I'd met a couple of the other lookalikes, and Andy said, "Look, we've got this idea for Britain's Got Talent. We really need a Simon Cowell. Would you be up for doing it?" I said, "Absolutely, yes, please." So we got together, rehearsed over and over again. We drove down to London, rehearsed the show over and over and over till we could do it in our sleep. So, and then the act went down to the first audition, which we passed. And then we went to the live auditions, which was held at the Apollo down in London, in Hammersmith. And we did this show and it just went down so well. We had a sort of 5-minute standing ovation. They kept us till the last act that evening. So it was almost midnight, probably 11:30 midnight when we went on stage. And it just ripped the place apart. And Simon, as you saw his reaction there, was just
it's fantastic concept.
Away.
And who is in the Chippin' Doubles?
So there's Andy Harmer, there's David Beckham, we've got Gordon Ramsay, we've got Ricky Gervais, Tim Oliver, we've got Shad Ellis as Will Smith, and we've got John Lashley as Mr. T, and we've got James Bond, of course. I think that's all 7, including myself. So what a team that was. And we've just, one of the things you don't see with Britain's Got Talent is all the friendships that are made over the years. And all those friendships have lasted the test of time. So we're now really good friends, all the Chippin' Doubles. We do get the odd booking from time to time, but obviously it's not as often as it was in the early days, and we toured around Butlins, around the country, did lots of different corporate events. So it's always fun to look forward to getting together with each other. What an amazing bunch of guys.
And there again, if people, here we go, which way is it? If people do want to book the Chip and Doubles, or if you want to book Simon Cowell solo, if you want to book Night Air, your entertainment packages from DJing to, you do everything on that as well. You can do the whole thing. I saw a picture of Nottingham University, and you put up on the ceiling these laser shows and all sorts. It's amazing. So anyway, that is the contact right there. Okay,
brilliant.
Okay, now let me think what else I've got to ask you about. Your prediction for the future. I imagine you're starting to get all sorts of inquiries come in.
Yes, at the moment things are just starting to rustle around a little bit, and some interesting inquiries coming in. I'm looking. Sorry, could you repeat that, Bruce?
Not air freshener companies.
Not this week, no. But there's some amazing different concepts that you can come up with using lookalikes, and there's definitely going to be more TV shows, probably a lot of DIY TV shows in the future, with people making the most of what they've got and the resources that they've learnt during all the new skills learned during lockdown.
Do you know what? It's so true. I've just got to mention from your neck of the woods, Harry Taylor. He's saying, "Hi, Andy. All right, mate." And
hi, Harry.
And just on the back of what you said, James Austin, great show, buddy. James is a wonderful creative guy, and he has a fantastic show that he does on a Saturday with two guys. Very, very creative, very, very entertaining. It's always a pleasure to see him, and every Saturday he does the show. So it's exactly what you say, Andy. It's the age now of this is not going to go away.
No,
podcasts and webinars and all this type of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah,
I look forward to it. I love chatting to you, and it's like having I love chatting. It's like having a virtual cup of tea with somebody just to find out your story and how it's. Yes, there we go.
Yes,
I've got mine.
Tea.
And it is tea. It is tea today.
Good. Glad to hear it.
Last time we had one at night time, and I actually just switched it for something a little bit stronger. But listen, I know you've got a busy day ahead of you, so I'm going to let you get yourself away and go and do what you got to do.
Okay.
The details are all there. Contact Andy. I don't think anything you can't really do in regards to the entertainment side of things. You can actually build a package for people, and whether it be big or small.
Yeah. Whether it's we know a lot of bands too, so if it's a band, a DJ, the whole thing, or even a complete variety show, Chris, then
have the variety
in touch.
Yeah,
exactly.
Andy, thank you so much for taking time out to I'm gonna see you shortly, because I'm gonna take you off screen, and then I'm going to tell everybody about the draw on the 3rd of April. I'm actually coming up to Dudley, and we're going to do the football draw for the Manchester United. I'll tell people about this in a minute, and also the results of the auction. But I'm mostly going to rope you in to do a little bit of film work for us on that day. So I look forward to see you on the 3rd of April. I'm going to take you off the screen now. Thanks ever so much. Have a wonderful rest of the day, and I really do wish you all the best for the future, whether it be a Simon Cowell as a solo, whether it be the Chip and Doubles, whether it be your Night Air or whatever, or another advert for car fresheners.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks.
Look forward big to cheerio from myself to Andy. I'll raise a cup of tea to you. Here's to the future, Andy.
Cheers.
God bless.
Cup of tea. Thank you, Mr. G.
Cup of tea. Can't read it. Oh, yes.
Salute. Salute.
Salute. Right. Okay. So that was my very dear friend, Andy. And as I just mentioned, I'm going to be doing a cup of tea with Mr. G on the 3rd of April at 3:00 from the Duncan Edwards Museum in Dudley. Now, the reason is that I've been saying this all along, is that I'm going to be together with Rose we're going to pull the winner out for this ticket. And this, you've still got time to enter, by the way. Is to win 2 tickets for a fabulous prize donated by our friends of Manchester United. It's for 2 tickets to go for a VIP tour of Old Trafford, including lunch. And 100% of that money is going to go to 2 charities, the wonderful Duncan Edwards Foundation and my Corky's charity, which is Love Your Hospital, which is raising money for the doctors and nurses of the Pagan Ward at Chichester Hospital in West Sussex. Now, the details are here, but if you need to see the details again, simply go to Memories of Mrs. G on the Facebook page and they'll be there. Tickets are only £10 per entry. We have got a very special guest who's going to be appearing. And that is going to be this gentleman, Mr. Bruce Thompson, who is local to the West Midlands. I've asked Bruce, myself and Rose asked Bruce if he would be available to come along at 3 o'clock on Saturday, the 3rd of April, to do the draw. And he is very kindly said he will be. So Bruce is going to pull out the winning ticket. And it'll be lovely. And of course, being his dad was an ex-Manchester United football player, so the museum is filled with Manchester United memorabilia. Rose is going to give us a virtual tour of the museum, so that's going to be quite an exciting day. And look forward to see Bruce. Bruce, as we all know, a lot of you would have known Bruce. Totally unique act. One-man band, so entertaining. Worked with Bruce many times on the cruise ship, and that's going to be lovely to see him again. And we've got a little shout out here, and that's to Lawrence. Hello, Lawrence Lilly. Love it. Thank you very much indeed. And we love it, the fact that you're tuning in as well. So that's what is going to happen on the 3rd of April. A live cup of tea, Mr. G, from the Duncan Edwards Museum. 3 o'clock, we're going to be doing the draw. You've still got time. The fabulous Corky's collection. When I say Corky's collection, my darling friend Rose Cook Monk, she has donated a load of things as well. So if you're into really beautiful clothes, handbags and shoes, you've only got a few days, because on the at 12 o'clock midday on the 1st of April, the draw will finish, and we're not going to be doing another auction. Myself and Rose have set the prices, starting bids, really low. It's because we want everybody to have a chance to bid, and we do know that money is very tight. So you still got a chance to bag yourself a real bargain. Thank you so much indeed for tuning in. I've got some more guests coming up. My next guest is going to be a very good friend of mine again, Anthony Stewart Lloyd, and a lot of you will know Anthony. He's a wonderful, larger-than-life character, a fantastic performer, and I'm going to be talking to him about his life, his music, and that's going to be, we'll get Easter out the way, and then, of course, I'll be promoting when that's going to happen. So from me, Christopher G, as always, you know what's going to happen now. I'm going to reach over here to the boys in the band. So the boys in the band, are you ready? We've got to do the outro music. Are you ready? On my count. 1, 2, 3.
And everything's off for tea.